Fine. Mr. Mehta, I'm going to quickly come to you first. I mean, what do you make of the Lieutenant Governor's charge? He's also, taking names of Somnath Bharti, Dilip Pandey, saying had Arvind Kejriwal had a word with them, he wouldn't have come out with these accusations. And the voter out there, resident in Delhi, the Delhiite out there, is worried about who to, follow, who's misleading whom. What do you have to say? Let's get the snowball rolling here.
Look, firstly, I would like to tell you that LG Sahab is lying. In broad daylight, he is lying. Why he is doing so, I don't know. I don't have any idea. But we have documents of DDA meeting on 27th of December where the land use has been changed from railway transportation to residential. Now, the big conspiracy behind it, you have to understand it. The conspiracy is they want to change everything and then they want to demolish the slums, which BJP has persistently did in the last 10 years. And they want to demolish the slums. They don't love the slum dwellers at all. They have nothing to do with them. BJP is a party of the rich and not of the poor. So they don't understand the pain and the grievances of the poor. So they are now trying to demolish those slums and then they want to get it ahead with their friends and they want to give it, donate it to their friends. And we all know how many friends Modi ji have, how many friends BJP have, and they have got everything of this country from land to air to water. They have got each and everything. So this is a broad daylight lie. Another point of thing, what Arvind Kejriwal has demanded yesterday from the Sakur Vasti is very much honest. I must tell you that Arvind Kejriwal is the one who ran on 2015 December when BJP was conspiring to demolish that Basti. So Arvind Kejriwal at night time at 2 o'clock in the morning, he went there and saved the people of Delhi from getting demolished. The slums were not demolished. And likewise, many other slums are there which are not demolished just because of Arvind Kejriwal came in between BJP and his friends. Thus, the Delhi people knows this very well and they are very much aware of the lies that are being spread by
Okay.
LG Sahib.
All right, all right. Let's get in the BJP spokesperson, Neoma Gupta, with us on the broadcast. About this document, how credible is this document that the Aam Aadmi Party is talking about? They're citing the 27 December, DDA meeting, minutes from that particular meeting. Talk about how an approval was in fact given. What's your response on that?
Hi, good evening. Thanks for having me on your panel and happy Lori to you and all the panelists over here. To start with, it's just shocking news that in 2013, the Delhi Urban Shelter Improvement Board collected thousands of rupees from poor families, assuring them of permanent homes. Okay, some paid 70,000, some a lakh and a half. Shockingly, 12 years later, these families are still waiting for their promised homes. Who is responsible? Take a guess. I think it's somebody who's been in power in Delhi for 10 years. It's a fact that when the Sheila Dixit led government initiated a scheme to provide homes for slum dwellers in areas like the Swab, Ghevra, Baprola, when Mr. Kejriwal assumed power immediately after that, the allocation process came to a standstill. In fact, for 10 years under the AAP government, it was ignored. The cries and pleas of slum dwellers, it just went into oblivion. 8,000 homes are standing ready, but no allotment has been made. What is happening on these units, one doesn't know. Then you come and say BJP will demolish homes of slum dwellers. Do you even have an idea how much the center has done for the slum dwellers? In fact, under the PM Awas Yojana, thousands of affordable homes have been allotted to slum dwellers. And just a week ago, about 1675 were handed over to the JJ clusters in Ashok Vihar. In the past alone, sir, hundreds of slums across areas like the Silver Oak area, Ramesh Nagar, and Karol Bagh were demolished, leaving entire families homeless. Despite repeated pleas, no action was taken to address the suffering. Then, when slum dwellers are not important to you, oh yes, elections are around the corner, so we come back to yet another community which is being flagged. The slum dwellers have suffered due to the inaction of the AAP, and you go and spend dozens of crores on a house that you don't even own. I mean, in technical response, if I say they've chosen palaces over these type of things. The AAP government was providing 560 liters water a day per person in posh colony. Meanwhile, in the slum, it was providing 20 liters per person a day. The Aam Aadmi spokesperson, if he can debate with decorum, I'd like to ask him. He made a statement that Aam Aadmi Party is a party for the poor and BJP is a party for the rich. Does he not have any double standards when he talks? You talk about, you know, look at I mean, I don't even want to get into the list about Swachh Bharat, Samriddhi Yojana, Sukanya Samriddhi Yojana. I can go on, but don't make statements like that. And then may I just add to my fleeting sentence? When it comes to Delhi, the maximum discrimination is here. Go to Northeast Delhi, look at the areas of Burari, Timarpur, Silampur, Babalpur, Gorakhpur, which have so many low income residents residing there. Please look at the conditions of basic things like water, roads, drainage, school there. These places are in terrible conditions. I would like why. There's no green cover in half of Delhi. Even that has been discriminately managed. So coming here and making these accusations is absolutely baseless.